welcome to Pretty Girl Loves Trap content. This is my review for Power Book 4, Force, Episode 1, Season 1, okay? The series premiere, and it's called A Short Fuse and a Long Memory. Y'all, this is another installment of the Power universe, okay? We love Tommy over here, okay? No Tommy bashing is allowed whatsoever up in here on this channel, okay? Or I will get my goons and we're going to be coming out for you, okay? We all family till we ain't family, okay? Because Tommy is family, okay? He is invited to all of the cookouts, okay? So do not come over here if you ain't Team Tommy, all right? Enough of me, harassing you guys and threatening you guys. I hope you are having a lovely day. But y'all, let's get into this episode, okay? So Tommy, he is driving. It is cold. It's snowing. Well, it snowed because snow was everywhere, okay? And he is just recanting all of the last interactions he's had with everyone in New York, okay? He's thinking about Keisha and visualizing her just lying there dead because he promised that he would keep her safe, and that didn't happen. We see him shooting Spanky in the glasses, okay? We see him thinking about Raina because, he was Raina and Tariq's godfather, okay? And we see Ghost, okay? He was the last person Ghost saw. And he was just thinking about their relationship, and that pretty much broke your boy, okay? That pretty much put him over the edge. And yeah, it brings him to a near-death experience. I don't know if it was an accident or a failed suicide attempt or what, but your boy Tommy just started scurrying all over the road. Thank God it's a rural road and not a lot of traffic. But yeah, your boy was getting a little choked up, okay? And so we see a little signage going on, and so he starts driving in the direction of Chicago, all right? And so we're now cut, and we hear the new theme song, which is 50 Cent and Jeremiah, and it's very mellow, chill. I'm like, okay, it's a vibe, all right? So we are met with beautiful scenes and shots of the city of Chicago. Chicago is very beautiful. Me and my husband's been trying to get there. We was actually going to plan a trip there because we are foodies. We love food. We love scenery. But your boy COVID, was like, no time soon. And I'm like, okay, bro, you got this. So we're just going to have to wait a little while longer to visit beautiful old Chicago. So y'all, Tommy, he pulls up at this house and he's on the phone with this LA Connect, and he's pretty much telling him, hey, I had to make a pit stop, but I'm on my way. All right. So he's looking at this old photo, looks like, a picture of a child, and presumably it's him. And it appears to be of some sentimental value to him. And so he parks, of course, in this little guy pretty much had a failed attempt trying to either, punk Tommy by either hustling for money or trying to carjack. I don't know what this boy's playing, but he was clearly unequipped, okay? He had a little knife, and Tommy just laughed at him like, bro, yeah, that ain't gonna work, okay? You must not know me, all right? So upon Tommy punking old boy, he asked about, the resident of that particular house. And he was like, hey, where is that old lady buried at? So the guy was like, buried? She ain't dead. She just at a nursing home. So Tommy, he's looking like, what? Sorry, Tommy will never say what like that, okay? So Tommy, he goes to the home that the guy said that she was at. And so he lays eyes on this old woman in a wheelchair, and he gets very emotional and leave. And I'm like, oh, Tommy, is that your grandmama? Is that your grandmama, Tommy? Interesting. Okay, y'all. So, y'all, we in a pen, okay? We in a pen. And we seeing someone, getting a nice little haircut or what have you. And they're being lined up by a new character. His name is Diamond Sampson, okay? And he is apparently getting out. He's getting released soon, all right? And the old man is pretty much telling him like, yo, I bet not be seeing you again. This better be your last time up in here, all right? So Diamond, he's actually done with his haircuts. He's on his way back to his cell. But on the way, we see everybody, in a little, area. I'm sorry, I can't think of what it's called, when they play the cards and the whatnot, okay? And he's getting a lot of, shifty eyes from apparently the ops, okay? He seems like he is not liked up in cell block D, okay? And the ops seems to be Jay Moore, which is he's from Jay Moore Reviews. He actually is a YouTuber as well as an actor. Shout out to Jay Moore. I was on his panel a few times discussing power and BMF. So shout out to him. If you guys aren't aware, go to Jay Moore Reviews. And yeah, he has a great channel. He recaps a bunch of shows. So shout out to him in this role. He is originally from Chicago. So that was a cool cameo, okay? So he pretty much tells his crew like, hey, we'll make the call when he's on the outside, okay? So it seems like there's some bad blood. And yeah, your boy, he got some enemies, all right? So we see Tommy. He goes into a bar and we are met by Claudia, okay? She is the bartender. Shout out to T-Pain, okay? And there's some immediate attraction and chemistry there. And he smells some soup in the back. He was like, ooh, I would like some soup. But she was like, the kitchen is not open right now, okay? But yeah, you could come back later for some of my special soup. I mean, because she was kind of throwing it at him just a tee bit, okay? So, y'all, we are seeing Diamond, okay? He is being released from prison, okay? And he is met by his little brother, Gerard, okay? And he seems like, just a little hot-headed, just a little tee bit, okay? But their embrace was so warm. You could just tell that they missed each other and they're really good, bros. They have a great relationship and they skirt off in the Lambo, okay? So that means they are getting that money, all right? So we see Tommy, okay? He is parked in front of the bar. It's nighttime. So it seems though, that soup was sounding real good, okay? Whether it's the soup or Claudia, Tommy, let me know, okay? So he's chilling and he's smoking a cigarette outside by his car, his infamous car, his Mustang. And yeah, we see some guys pull up in a nice core, okay? Some fellow Caucasians and, they're pretty much being pricks, okay? They're pretty much telling Tommy like, hey, this is my parking spot. I'm going to need you to move. They're being very, very rude. And so Tommy, he do not respond to the people who does not have the good manners, okay? He does not tolerate that, okay? So they kind of get into a light tussle. And then, one of the other guys who, older gentleman, he pretty much kind of asked a little, nicer, I guess. And Tommy was like, okay, that's fine. All you do need to do was ask nicely, okay? Tommy loves the manners, okay? So apparently Tommy agreed to move. So y'all, we are introduced. Oh Lord, introduced. Is Drew from Power Book 2 thinking about me? Okay. Of course not in that manner, but y'all know, but your girl is all right. So we are introduced, okay, to Claudia and Walter Flynn, okay? So Claudia, she appears to be a very well, nicely put woman, okay? This family seems like they are loaded, okay? They have a very, very, very nice house, okay? And they're doing very well financially. And Claudia appears to be tired of doing the admin work, okay? And she has been on desk duty in their underworld business, okay? And she wants to be on the beach. She wants to be on them streets, y'all, with her brother. But Father Walter is not having it. And you could tell Claudia does not have time and she hates the gender roles that are being, pressed upon her. She does not want to be pigeonholed. And, you could tell she about to do some wild and crazy-ish, okay? She is tired, okay? So Tommy, he finally enters the bar And we see Vic, who is actually the son of Walter and, of course, the brother of Claudia. He is, speaking with Gloria, the bartender, and apparently they have a past, but there's some issue going on. It seems as though that the father does not approve of their relationship, so I'm not exactly sure if it's a race or a class issue going on there. But yeah, I'm looking at Walter real side eye right now, okay? So Vic leaves, okay? And so Simon, the errand boy, for Vic or what have you, he pretty much is being real rough, y'all. Real rough with the female patrons, okay? And Gloria, she's trying to step in, and he's being real rough with her. And I'm like, ooh, Simon, get it together. But, Simon, he goes out to pee. And he's actually discussing some illegal business deals on the phone. And Tommy, he decides to teach old boy a lesson, okay? So he ends up kicking his ass and stealing his phone, okay? And the phone shows all of the details of their illegal drops of, some specific drugs or what have you that, is upcoming. So the bartender comes out back and she was like, hey, what's going on here? Okay. And Tommy was like, hey, is any of this, ass kicking going to blow back on you? She was like, nah, bro, we good. Your soup is ready. And next thing we see, Tommy was getting it in. Okay. I'm like, okay, Tommy. Okay. I guess you need to get over Lakeisha somehow. Okay. But actually, I was impressed. Okay, this sex scene was better than all of the sex scenes in Power Book 2, all right? I'm just saying. So we see your girl Claudia, okay? She goes to this club and she ends up choosing one of the female, party goers, and they end up having sex at this penthouse. And yeah, your girl was quite malnourished, okay? Why do I see her rib cage? Okay, that is not cute. That is not sexy. But anywho, they end up just using this glow-in-the-dark powder-like substance. I don't know what this drug is, y'all. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm I'm a little, outdated, but this is some new age, Back to the Future type drug-ish. Like, I don't know what's going on with these glow-in-the-dark things, but I guess we'll see, okay? So after Tommy have sex with Gloria, they kind of have some pillow talk, and he sees some dog tags or what have you, and he asked, hey, did you serve? She was like, no, my husband did. He was deployed and never came back, so we're going to assume that he is deceased or found another family child. I don't know. But, they discussed marriage, and she asked Tommy, like, hey, have you ever been married? And he was like, no, I came close once. And she was like, you know what? You may have another opportunity. And he was just looking like, maybe. I'm like, ooh, would this be your new wifey? All right, Tommy, we'll see. So, y'all, we see Vic, okay? He is in the car, and he is blowing Simon's phone up, okay? And he hears it ringing. He's like, why do I hear this phone ringing? And boom, we see Tommy, okay? Tommy, go ahead and punk your boy, Vic, and make him get out the car, okay? He has the gun to his face or what have you. And he pretty much makes old boy introduce him to his connect. I was like, oh, Tommy. Okay, we back to business ASAP pronto. No time for the grieving, okay? So they go to meet up with the connect, okay? And apparently this connect name is Zamos or what have you. And so we go into the meet spot, and we see two little, tweaking behind druggies, okay? They're pretty much maybe just barely old enough to drive. And we see Jannard there, okay? And I'm like, okay, what's going on here? Okay, we are getting all of the connections of the characters together. So long story short, this seems to be a bum deal. They are getting played. And Vic, he didn't even come correct with the amount of money he needed to come to correct with. And I'm like, bro, are you trying to die? Are you trying to die? But Tommy, he peeps the young bucks. They're amateurs, okay? This is their first deal. And Tommy pretty much educates these dudes, okay? He's asking about all of the specific, ingredients of the drugs, and, making sure that it's pure. And I'm like, dang, Tommy, you are smart when it comes to this. Go ahead, boo. Okay. And so long story short, there's a shootout. Tommy ends up killing the youngins because Jannard's gun was jammed, and he pretty much saves everybody's lives, okay? Well, not the people he died, but he killed, but he saves Vic and Jannard's lives. And he's like, yeah, here is my invoice, and I am going to be taking all of the drugs and the money as form of payment. And of course, Vic and Jannard was just sitting there looking stupid, okay? But Vic pretty much told Jannard, like, yeah, old boy is going to be good as dead, all right? I was like, Vic, you will be dead, I'm sure, by episode 6 or 7, okay? You are not going to last the way you are handling the business, all right? Y'all, so we see Diamond, institutionalized as this boy is in the middle of a beautiful loft or a penthouse, fully furnished with very nice furniture, and he is laying on the floor with a self-made bed. Next to a real bed, okay? I mean, bro, I know you done did the 15, but Lord, wouldn't you be itching? Wouldn't you be itching to getting back into a real bed? But hey, y'all, there's some real psychological things that goes on when it comes to prison. So I'm not going, get on my boy too much, okay? So we see, Diamond, he meets up with his brother Jannard, and they discuss how Tommy just pretty much walked away with all of the work, all of the money, okay? And, Diamond was like, we can't have this, so we got to find this man, all right? But we find out that, the Yardies that they were trying to get the drugs from, they have some very bad product, okay? So I guess we're going to find out about these Yardies, okay, in the future. So Claudia and Vic, okay, they're discussing the situation with Tommy as well. And Claudia, she does not, feel that this is a good business move. She does not trust Vic and his business decisions. And yeah, we're probably going to see the brother and sister clash in the near future. So y'all, we're seeing Tommy, he parked, okay? And he is doing the old Google research, okay? The research that we all have done some point or the other, whether it's about a headache that you have, a toothache, a word you can't remember how to spell. Everybody use Google to do the research, okay? So he is looking at the Flynn family, okay? And we found out that, pretty much they are one of the major crime families in Chicago, and they are actually Irish, okay? And we also see him doing research on CBI, okay? CBI stands for Chicago Brothers Incorporated, okay? And it shows the head of CBI was actually Diamond, okay? There was, actually newspaper article about him being sentenced to 15 years. And he has like a little high top fade in this little picture. And it actually also stated that he was the owner of a Chicago Brothers barbershop. So, this is where the old barber skills came into play. So y'all, Tommy, he still get his phone blowed the F up from his LA Connect, okay? They are really needing the Tommy, okay? Lord. So Tommy, he goes back to the nursing home, okay? And he tries to go visit his grandma, okay? And you could tell she is ridden with dementia. Her mind is really not there, okay? But he pretty much, still tries to talk to her, show her the photo, tell her his name. And she looked like she remembered. She was like, Tommy. And she smiled for a very brief moment. And then she went back to the still face. And of course, Tommy, he's getting all emotional and whatnot. But yeah, Tommy just can't get a break, okay? Oh, Tommy, he is another one who is in need of a big old mammy church, big bosom hug, okay? And Tommy, I'm here for you, okay? I am here for you, okay? So he leaves his grandma, y'all. And so he noticed he is being followed, okay? So, he got that eye in the back of his head, okay? Tommy ain't no punk, okay? He is no newbie out in these streets. So he proceeds to pull the scrap on this person, okay? And he's like, yo, bro, why you following me, okay? And this is an African-American man that is following him, mind you. And so the guy asked him, like, hey, why are you following, I believe, Miriam Egan? And he was like, I'm her grandson. And he was like, what? I'm her grandson. So, y'all, they start chopping it up, okay? And Catherine Catherine had a whole nother, not another, a whole nother son who she left to raise with his father, okay? And the guy was like, dang, I've been lied to my whole life. And I'm like, getting PTSD, okay? Because I'm like, are we doing this Zeke storyline again? Oh, I'm sure all, most people was listening, they're familiar with Zeke from Power Book 2. It's not the same situation, but I'm like, Lord, here goes another one who's been dealing with lies, child. Oh, Lord, everybody in these shows, they be needing the therapy, okay? So, he starts to ask Tommy, like, hey, how is Catherine? Like, what is she, like a mother? Because, I don't know nothing about her, okay? And Tommy pretty much tells him, like, hey, you ain't missing nothing, bruh. Kate is trash, and you were better off with your father. And you can tell Tommy was a little envious that the guy was, raised by his father. And I'm like, oh, Tommy. So, Tommy asks for his brother, asks for his number. His brother writes down his number on a piece of paper. I'm like, okay, that's pretty outdated, okay? This is not the 80s or the 90s, okay? Ooh, yeah, I'm going to need y'all to do a little better with that because everybody has cellular devices. But anywho, so Tommy takes his number and, yeah, end of that, okay? We'll, hopefully see them soon, reconnecting and being reunited, all right? So, y'all, we see the Sampson brothers, okay? They enter a closed barbershop, and apparently Jannard bought the shop for his brother, okay? So, my sentimental ass felt all warm and inside. I'm like, oh, that's so sweet. You can tell they have a lot of love for each other, okay? I think I'm really going to enjoy this dynamic, okay? And so Diamond pretty much expresses to his brother, like, hey, I've changed. I'm on my Gandhi. I'm on my Martin Luther King-ish, okay? I don't want to have any more killing going on. I just want peace, love, and harmony, okay? I'm going to be on my Nyom Nyoho Ring and Kyo, okay? On my Buddhism, okay? I'm going to be about, the Tina of the Turner, okay? Shout out to What's Love Got to Do with It, all right? And so his brother ain't really feeling all this, but he was like, I ain't got time for this. My brother home. I ain't going to have no drama. We going to go out later and we going to party, okay? So Diamond, he's alone in the barbershop. So, he's, basking in his freedom or what have you. And he gets a visit from this odd little patron. I'm like, oh my God, is this, the hit that's supposed to happen from the people in prison? Like, what's going on here? Okay. So the guy, proceeds to like enter, and Diamond was like, hey bro, we close, just give us a couple days and we'll get you right. But oh boy was not trying to hear it. Okay. And he proceeds to sit down. And so of course Diamond, he's on guard. So he proceeds to get one of his little barber utensils because he's not sure what is about to go down. Because, we know he's probably not strapped. And so right before he tries to grab the tool, the weird, patron, he gets his phone that's ringing, and at the same time, he kind of reveals there's like a little badge or what have you. So it looks like the man is the law, okay? And so you know how it is. Y'all know how it is when somebody get out, and it probably looks very suspicious that, he has a barbershop in his name. He just got out of prison. Of course, it's probably from illegal business because I'm sure they've been looking at his brother Jannard. So yeah, this guy's going to be a pain in our buttocks. All right. So we see Tommy, okay? He's driving down the beautiful streets of Chicago, the beautiful downtown area. And before we know it, he is surrounded by a slew of the SUVs, okay? And it appears to be, the Flynn family, okay? They got the peoples, okay? They have the army. So he's pretty much ordered to drive to their family home, which is big as I don't know what. And he meets the father, Walter. And Walter pretty much says, hey, yeah, I'd like to thank you for saving my son. But yeah, I'm no longer going to need your services. Therefore, you would need to leave our city ASAP pronto, okay? And Tommy, he pretty much gives the guy the drugs and the money or whatever and walks off. Tommy, he's back in his car. He's driving and he calls his LA Connect and say, hey, bro, I ain't coming, okay? I am not coming to the LA, all right? And yeah, Tommy says he's going to stay in Chicago because he likes the conflict and the drama. And he likes to be problematic, okay? Tommy, what do you want to live a peaceful life, okay? How many people you need to lose? But we team Tommy over here. So we're going to be riding and dying all the way to how many seasons this show is going to last. Okay. But overall, I enjoyed the first episode. If I had to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, I don't know. I'll probably give it a good 7 or so. We're being introduced with a lot of new people, new scenery. I must say, and I am by no means attached to Ghost, but I think I am still going to miss the Ghost and Tommy dynamic. They just had so much chemistry. Oh my God, they just had so much chemistry, y'all. So I'm okay. I'm not suffering from separation anxiety in any way, but yeah, I am going to miss them two going back and forth. All right. But I really think I'm going to enjoy the brothers and their dynamic. And yeah, it was a pretty cute episode. I'm hoping we'll see Kate. We probably won't, but Kate was always a good time to me. Okay. And yeah, Tommy has a brother. So we'll be, investigating, what's going on with that. And he may have a new love interest. So yeah, Tommy, he has his grandmother in Chicago. So he actually has a few good reasons for remaining in the city, okay? But y'all, let me know, how do you guys feel about the episode? I mean, did you like it? Didn't dislike it? Come on. Conversate with your girl, okay? So please like this video, subscribe to my channel if you are not already a subscriber, comment, let's have a conversation, let's have a discussion, okay? Well, until episode 2, I hope you guys enjoy your week. Have a blessed one. Bye-bye.